Hello, my name is Sarah, and this here is my daughter. What's your name?
Sadie.
This is Sadie, who will be 3 on
Where's Mama?
Friday.
Where's Franny?
Franny's in her bedroom with her grandma. So today we are making a recipe for bread, and this is a flax bread. I've been looking everywhere for a recipe. Here you go.
Thank you.
A bread recipe that my students, my TLS students, would be able to eat. My friend Angela out in Oregon has been desperately looking for a good bread recipe, so let's see if this works. We are also going to be making a sort of orange tea while the bread is cooking. This is 5-minute microwave bread. So I'm just looking at how to make it right now, but I do have all the ingredients out.
Make the
bread, Mom. So in this bowl here, we will be adding 1 cup of ground flax. By the way, I love my measuring cups. I just got them at a website called reduceeveryday.com, and I love them. They were super cheap for a set of 4. So Sadie, I need you to mix this once it gets in. I am using golden flaxseed. I'm sure it doesn't matter what type of flax you use.
That's a lot.
That's a little bit over, so I might have to add other ingredients just to be a little bit over. So 1 cup of flax. And it says to grind it. Mine was already pre-ground. You can use a coffee grinder if you want, but if you're going to use a coffee grinder for flax and things like that, I suggest you don't use it for coffee. In bowl number 1, we add our ground flax. We need baking soda and baking powder, a half a teaspoon of each. Sadie, can you help me? Ooh, it's down in there. It's a little bit clumpy. I haven't used it in a while. Alright, will you help me put this in? Empty it. A little bit left. That's our baking soda, and I just buy the generic store brand of that one. Baking soda. I mean, that was baking soda. This is baking powder. I was confused the two. So we've got our baking soda and baking powder. Can you mix this, Sadie, for Mommy? Can you stand up and mix it? Stand up. Oh, great job. So you need to mix that well. If there's any clumps, Sadie, see these little white clumps? You're going to smash them up. Okay, keep mixing that. In bowl number 2, we're going to add our wet ingredients. I never used to separate my wet and dry, and I've learned over the years it's better too. Look, there's another clump right there. 2 eggs. 1 egg. 2 eggs. And we need to add water. The water says add 0.67 cups. Mine's 3/4, a little under 3/4. That's close enough.
We just put a little eggs in there. Can I do it, Mama?
You want to do it? Do you want to help me add the oil? Can you get the olive oil?
Oh.
Now we need to add 2 tablespoons of a nice, good, extra virgin olive oil. Pour it in this cup. In this measuring spoon. 1 tablespoon. Perfect. Let's put that away. Good job. All right. Now what do we need to add, Sadie?
Can I break the eggs too? Can I break the eggs?
No, I already broke the eggs. Now it says to add 2 servings or 1 packet of sweetener. I'm not adding it.
I mix this.
Not yet. Let me see. I'm looking. Oh, we need vanilla, Sadie. We need to put in. Can you take the top off? 1 tablespoon of vanilla. Can you pour it into here? That one came out quick. It's not like the olive oil, is it, Sadie? Will you put the cap on? So we've got eggs, water, oil. We did not use the sweetener. We omitted that. I actually bought liquid sweetener the other day. Some stevia.
Smash the eggs.
But I didn't do it this time. Mix well. And then we need to add a half a cup of chopped walnuts. I don't have walnuts, I have pecans, so that will do. Nope, they're already in that cup, sweetheart.
Oh, pecans.
I already measured them. Can you put the pecans in there? Good job.
Pecans. Yummy pecans. Mommy, give me a little bit.
I should have brought a whisk over. It's across the kitchen, so I'm just going to use this fork that I planned on eating the bread with. Slip it off good. So I'm mixing all this. But you know what else I'm going to add that it does not say? No, we don't need that. Nope, we've already used that. Let's put that aside. You know what we're going to add? Say cinnamon. Here, can you add cinnamon? I want to make like a cinnamon raisin flax bread. And it doesn't say this in the... Nope, you just do this. It doesn't say it in this recipe. Keep doing it. But I am going to try it. I love cinnamon raisin bread. And I'm addicted to those Ezekiel cinnamon raisin English muffins. So I'm trying to find something else instead.
Yummy.
That doesn't have the flour or the sugar. That's probably a lot. That's enough. Thank you very much. And now, Sadie, we need to add raisins.
Raisins?
Yeah, can you pour some in? Take your fingers and grab them out and pour them in. Yeah. Whoa. All right, that's... Watch out! That is probably maybe a half a cup of raisins. I'm not really good at eyeing things this way. I just kind of throw them in. Alright, some of those raisins were kind of bunched up. Yummy! And now, you know what we're going to do? I already greased my baking dish.
Oh, I want bacon dish.
Yeah, I'm going to do this because it's really wet and I don't want it splattering on me like the cinnamon did. But I got a small pan. I want to say it's 8 by 8 or 8 inch. Yes, this is an 8 inch pan.
This, Mama?
And I just used regular salted butter to grease it.
We need oranges. What
No,
about
the oranges are for something else. So I mixed it good. And I'm going to put that spoon over there and I'm going to pour it in here. I really hope this works out well. I will be very excited, and I will be always making it if it does. Now it's going to have a lot of fat in it because of the flax, but it will have a lot of nice omegas and protein as well.
Yummy.
Okay.
Can I rub it?
Want to help me? Perfect. Spread it around. Make sure it's in all corners. Okay, now it says, Sadie, that's enough. Microwave on high for 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
5 minutes, Sadie. You are in charge of the camera while I put this in the microwave. Ooh, sorry. Talk to the camera.
Today, we're going to make this. I'll show you how to make it. So we have this.
Okay. No. Let's not make anything with just the vanilla. All right, so I have a very hot teapot here that I had on.
Make it.
We're not going to use the vanilla anymore, sweetie.
I wanted to do it now.
Watch, I need you to help. I need you to help me with these oranges. So this is something I like to do when I have extra lemons or lemons that are about to go, or oranges that are about to go. Or even orange skins. You can peel the orange, put the skins in a baggie and put them in the fridge. They're not going to last that long. This is very hot, very hot. So I have this is a French press. I got mine at Marshall's for $9.99. You can make coffee, but you can also make a really good drink with it. So right now I have 2 clementines. They are definitely on their way out. I like these better than tangerines. They don't really have the seeds. But if I was just using skins, I could do this as well. Peels, rather. And the clementines have already been washed. So I'm going to cut them in half.
Can I cut them in half?
Here, hold the knife. Push. Oh my gosh, they're harder to cut when they're not as
Can I
fresh.
cut them again?
We're all done with that knife. Now, Sadie, I need you to squeeze this in here.
Okay.
It looks like I have a couple little baby grounds in this from last time. Ooh, turn it down when you squeeze it, not up, like that. It doesn't have to be squeezed that hard. Drop it in. And you could use lemons, grapefruits, any kind of citrusy, no, not yet. Any kind of citrusy fruit is great for this. Not yet, sweetheart. And now I'm going to take this super hot water and I'm going to pour it in. Now I like doing this at night. You know, if I'm going to read a book or watch a show, I like to do this and have it nice. It feels very detoxifying.
Can I look at it?
This is very hot, though, you have to remember. So,
look at it.
if I was going to do this and I wasn't videotaping, then I would probably let this sit for maybe 5 minutes or so.
Can I?
And you can also use the fruit twice.
Mama, can I
Not
look
yet.
at it?
Not yet. You can look at it from the side. So, after this is hot though. After you have this, you know, tea, you can also put mint in here too, I guess. You can use these again. I'm going to need you to help me pour. So the oranges are in here, and you take the French press and you push down, and I kind of
Squeeze it.
do it a couple times to squeeze that fruit even more.
I would do it.
But normally though, this is very hot, sweetheart. I don't want you touching. If this splashes, it won't feel good. Stop. All right. Little fingers. See how hot this is, honey? But I use lemons all the time when I cook. And it's a great way to use lemon again. And I love just the flavor because this time of year, during the fall, I'm always buying those big boxes of clementines. I usually get them on sale for $4.99 or $5.99. And I usually, my family usually does not eat them all. So it's a great thing to do with your clementines that are going, or just the peels that you have around. So let me try this, Sadie. Sadie is very excited about cooking today, huh?
So we
Wonder
need
how much more
walnuts.
time that bread
Need
has.
walnuts.
And that's good. Letting it sit longer will definitely help the flavor. And you could add things to this. You know, adding mint would be nice. Maybe even some cinnamon. I love cinnamon. I add cinnamon to so many things that I make. So I have a nice hot cup of just a refreshing orange tea. No caffeine in it. And I've got a plate. I made this plate at Pottery. Got a little plate. No. Get your little paws out of there. Oh, our microwave just sounded off. Do you think it's ready, Sadie? Let Mama go check the bread. Do you think it's ready?
Yeah. So we're gonna make this.
It smells good. Ooh. I don't know about
I need
this.
some help.
Alright. Don't know about this. It smells awful good.
Can I put meat
No,
peanuts in there?
very hot. Those are pecans.
Can I put tea?
Stop, please.
I want to feel it.
You know, I think I would put this in a little bit longer, but it says 5 minutes and it comes out perfect. So this is a little trick I learned from my mom, who makes cakes. She would always take the cake and flip it onto the drying rack. Ooh, all right. So once again, this is the first time I made it, so this is definitely an experiment. But as you can see, the middle part kind of fell. So you know what? I'm gonna try to put this in the microwave longer. We will see. Maybe just another 2 minutes, maybe?
Maybe a minute.
So I didn't think I would have all this extra time, but I do. So I am going to share with you another recipe that I have in my head, and I'm going to be doing this over the holidays. You take an apple and you core it, and then you can take cranberries or raisins, walnuts or pecans. I'm going to use cranberries and pecans. And you take them and you fill the inside of the apple, and then you pour some of the juice from a clementine. It says oranges in the recipe, but I would use clementines just because that's what I buy this time of year. You pour some of the juice in there, and also when you cut the apple, you cut it like this. You cut the apple like this, and you know, you core it first, then cut it. When you cut it around, you have about 1 inch of room that you did not cut to, and you stuff it with the nuts. You stuff it with the either raisins or cranberries. You pour some orange juice or clementine juice on it, maybe some zest, and or instead of the oranges, I've done this before, I pour a shot of dark rum. That's really good. Oh, and cinnamon. Gotta add cinnamon. And then when you put this in the oven, it's really cool. You bake the apples until, you know, tender with a fork, but they puff up, and you'll see there's like 1 inch of room where the apple just bakes in its skin, and it kind of puffs up. So when you leave this one area, it doesn't fall right off. It stays attached because you left that inch of area. So let's try this bread once again. Sadie, what do you think? Is it ready yet?
Yeah.
You know, it really does. It smells like cinnamon, raisin, almost eggy a little bit. I'm really hoping this works out, because I would love to have a bread that I could eat every day and not feel guilty about. Just a little slice. See, once again, it's very, very moist on the bottom.
Oh, bread! Can I touch it?
No. The outside, let me use that same knife again. The outside is pretty firm, but the center, you know, I guess I could always, you know, after this video, I might slide it back into this bowl and microwave it again, just so this top gets cooked a little bit more. But let's try the part that is more firm. It cuts like bread.
So let's try it.
And I brought some butter over, but I'm going to try it without butter. I'm very surprised. It looks like hot bread. It doesn't have the chewy kind of, it's almost like a muffin kind of texture. You want to try it?
I'm gonna put walnuts on it.
Get your little fingers out of there. Here, try.
I want it.
You want to try it? Is it too hot? Alright, take it out. Put it right here. Honestly, I really like this. You know what you could also do? I would add more cinnamon next time. But you could also cut it in thin slices and even try to stick it into the toaster after it's cooled off completely. And even more raisins. Because I didn't add the sweetener. So the parts that have no raisins in it at all are kind of like, kind of plain.
This is gonna be
But it's good.